legendary gamers.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting StarCraft 2 Shoutcast. I'm going to be your announcer today, Mr. Worm. Today we are going to be having a 1v1 here on Ohana. It is going to be game number 2 of our 3-game series here with Cytorn as our blue Terran in the bottom right-hand corner. Excuse me, not left-hand corner. Ha 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 ha. And Andrea, or Andreas, is our red Terran in the upper left-hand corner. So we saw these guys in game 1. Andreas did a fast expand to a marine build, and eventually went for siege tanks and a couple of. I actually don't know if he got. I believe he did get out one medevac in time, and Cytorn went for a 4 racks all in play, and he unfortunately did not manage to crack Andreas's front door. There were double bunkers. He managed to take out those 2 bunkers, and then after that, he just couldn't finish the kill. So that. He was so far behind on the expansion at that point, he just was like, you know what, I'm not really going to get this one. Wait, crap, he's already got siege tech. If he's got siege tech, then I'm not going to be able to get in there. If I can't get in there, then I'm pretty much done. So he just went ahead and gave it up, and as he probably should have. I think, he probably could have come back if he had really tried for it, but he was probably going to get sieged at that point, and he was like, do I really feel like wasting everybody's time, or should I just GG out of this game? I'll do the polite thing, and I will just GG out of this game. So that's what he did. And it looks like there's going to be a scout coming down here for Andreas. Or Andreas. And there is not going to be that supply depot here this time. It looks like he's going to harass the worker a little bit. And Cytorn bring over a worker. Try and get him out of there. So let's see if Andres wants to check this gas time, if he wants to get a scout in. He does actually manage to get in there. He's going to get trapped inside, and these 2 workers are going to chase him around. Let's see what he does. It looks like he tried to go. He tried to leave. There is no living for you. You are stuck now. Ugh, not good. And looks like he's going for a bunker right here at the front. That's a little odd considering his the build that he chose last time. Looks like he's choosing to be slightly more defensive this time. Cytorn's going to come up here, immediately see that bunker, go, okay, well now I'm going to have to change all my strategies because you're going heavy early defenses, and that Marine's going to go ahead and get rid of that SCV that's running around inside his base. But he does get a good scout on this gas timing. It does look like they are both going to double expand. Cytorn's going to expand here on the low ground, and Andreas is going to expand here on the high ground. Oh, looks like those 2 SCVs were competing to see who was going to get that supply depot down first. I got it. So Cytorn, he's already setting himself up for to be on the low ground and to be defensive here. And it looks like there are 2 gases coming down for him. So this is a fairly standard, I would like to say. What do you do after you've got all of your workers mining, and you've got a good amount sitting on those mineral patches? Well, normally you want to take both your gases and see if you can't start teching up from there. And it looks like there's 2 Raxes coming down here for Andreas. So he's going to be up to 3 racks, and he's taking a gas. This all looks pretty good. I like this. It's all very nice and neat. And Cytorn getting a bunker down on low ground. I would say this is a little, more of a standard play here, getting this bunker on the low ground instead of, trying to hide the expansion. However, the nice thing that Andrea has here over Cytorn is he has information, and Cytorn does not. However, Cytorn is going to have a greater economy because of this, because he's taken this, kind of a greedy economic build. There's a factory coming down here for Cytorn, so I wonder if he's going to be the one to go for the tank play this game. And he's getting up a couple of turrets. A turret there, and a turret there, just to kind of ward away any kind of Banshee play. He doesn't know how sneaky Andre is going to be here, and he didn't really get off what I would call a great scout. He came up here, he saw the bunker, and he immediately went away. So he does drop the scan, and that is going to help him greatly and tell him exactly what he needs to know. So let's go ahead and switch camera and see what he managed to get out of that vision-wise. Okay, so he saw pretty much everything. He saw the 2 wrecks, he saw the factory, he saw the expansion, and he saw the engineering base. So he knows pretty much exactly what's going down. Andrea's going to go ahead and float that to the low ground and probably cancel that bunker. Yeah, that bunker is already gone by the time I get off that camera view. And probably rebuild the bunker down here on the low ground. Hellian's coming out here for Cytorn. He has probably got a reactor sitting on that. Wow, he does. And this could be really, really bad if there does not, if Andreas doesn't get up a bunker really, really quick. If he produces more than 2 Hellions, and it does look like he is going up to 4 Hellions and getting double tech labs, there's going to be 1 sitting on the starport and 1 sitting on the tech lab. And I'll be curious to see if he's going to just produce these 4. And he is food locked, ladies and gentlemen, pretty hard. In fact, they're both supply blocked, actually, at this point. So that's going to be real interesting to see if they decide to throw down some kind of emergency supply here. And I do not see a supply depot yet. Oh, Andreas, just now. Major supply block, and he's just now trying to get rid of it by building 3 supply depots at once. That is really going to hurt his supply. As you can see, that is actually really affecting him. 38 over 55 supply. And we've got those 4 Hellions out here for Cytorn. So let's see if Cytorn is going to move out with those. And he does have Banshee coming along with Cloak. So it's going to be 6 Hellions, going up to 8 Hellions. So it is going to be a massive mech play, it looks like, here for Cytorn. He just wanted those early Marines to kind of, you know, hold the basic defenses down. And now he is pumping on all cylinders. And it does look like Andre has yet to fully saturate over here yet. Let's take a look and see how many workers he's got on minerals here. He actually does not. He's not fully saturated yet. So double eBay, pumping out the upgrades, pumping out the Marines. And he does have combat shield already. And let's see, is he going for stem this time? He is still not going for stem. That's interesting. So yeah, he has not researched stem. He is getting where is he going? Did he see the Banshee? Is the Banshee across the field already somewhere? Or did he just decide that he wants to be there? So yeah, it is definitely going to be mech play. And these guys keep dropping all over each other. So now he sees all these Hellions. Okay, and these Hellions probably should have moved out before. And it looks like there's going to be a drop coming down here for Andre. And he's actually 1 short. So he actually missed getting all the guys that he should have. And I still don't see a bunker coming down here. So if these Hellions come up this ramp, they are going to completely roast all of these Marines. And the Banshee's heading off, double Banshee heading off to the left-hand side. And they're both getting siege tech. And it looks like there are actually Vikings coming out here for Cytorn. So he wants to hold off. So this is going to be real interesting. Let's see what happens here. They're both auto-queued. And there are actually 3 turrets coming up here. So let's see whether Andres reacts to this, if he responds to this. I think he sees it. Yes, he does. And he immediately turns around and goes, oh, crap. Man, there's stuff everywhere. And those Hellions have gone out and they've taken over the map. So now he's got complete map control. So Andreas, what are you going to do now? And why did you drop on the low ground? Looks like those Hellions are going to push up into the front here. Oh, and that, man, all these Marines are just going to completely vanish. However, that siege tank is just destroying these Hellions. Oh, and those Hellions go away. That siege tank fire saves Andrea's butt, collectively destroying all of those Hellions. And now 2 siege tanks sitting at the front, and Cytorn's got to be like, crap, that just cost me a fortune. What am I going to do? Where did those Banshees go? I think those Banshees just kind of came in here, took a couple of shots. Let's see. Let's check the units lost tab here. There are 9 units lost here for Andreas, and I believe most of those were Marines. So I don't really think he is really just kind of ignoring all of these workers at this point, and I think that's because of what's going on here with the Marines here. So let's see if he gets these guys back to work, or if he just ignores them completely and lets them sit there forever. It looks like he's just letting them sit there forever. He is supply blocked really hard again, and now he is forced to build 3 supply depots to make up for it. And it looks like he's moving out with his siege tank. However, Cytorn taking out these side rocks. He's probably going to be able to siege up really well on this high ground and just hold him off. So let's see how this works here. See, that Viking is going to give him air control, and if as long as Cytorn has air control, he's going to have siege tank control, because we all know whoever has control of the air controls the distance of the siege tanks, and he has got a lot of Vikings, so he has got complete air control, air dominance at this point. So Cytorn, if he wants to, he can go ahead and drop on take for his third here. However, there's going to be another attempted drop here, and there is another missile turret sitting down here, preventing him from dropping in this back corner. And Cytorn is doing a great job with these missile turrets. He's really got these placements are beautiful. And so now, Andres is going to go ahead and drop on the low ground again, and he's not going to want to push up here. I mean, let's face it, these are not sieged up, and I don't know why they're not sieged up. I'm pretty sure he has siege tech. So it looks like he's just going to kill off that turret, and then all three of those are going to siege, and man, if he tries to move in now, he is going to be in really deep trouble. Cytorn's hunting around. Ooh, smells blood in the water, and man, he wants those medevacs. Those medevacs are like, no. Oh, is he going to catch him? Oh, is he going to catch him? I think he thinks better of it. He's like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and pull back here. And a bunch of Vikings coming out here for Andres now as he tries to hold in Cytorn, and it looks like he's just, doing a slow little walk with these tanks, getting a little further forward and a little further forward, and he's just kind of checking, just kind of seeing, what's going on. But Andres, he's got to realize that he's got the low ground here. Oh, and he's going to drop up on the high ground up here. I don't think he's really going to get any damage done, but who knows? Let's see if he can't get something accomplished. And those Vikings coming in, immediately taking out those medevacs. Oh, and that is not good. Come on, you got to take out those Vikings. And those Hellions are roasting away. That Blue Flame Pre-Infernal Igniter is destroying every single one of those Marines. And these Vikings are going to come over here and destroy all of Andres' anti-air and air. And there's still a Marine sitting in there. I guess he doesn't want to come out. He's I'm not gonna get out of the medevac, man. I can't do it, man. Oh, big siege fire coming down on those Marines, forced to retreat. Let's see, double armory here, so it does look like he is going to go for some kind of a Thor transition. I do not see it though yet. I guess it is just going to be straight siege tanks. Generally, when you see this kind of play, eventually it does turn into Viking tank, and then eventually Thor play. So, because you've got to have those Thors to get rid of the air. Both players pushing out, taking their thirds. Cytorn, I gotta say at this point, is about 20 supply ahead, and he's looking considerably stronger. Along with his army and his upgrades, he's just doing a much better job of holding Andres at bay. But he is not being aggressive. He is just hurtling up real high, and it looks like a couple of newbie drops down here as these guys continually have been supply blocking themselves time and time again. A little bit oversaturated over here. You should probably push some of these out. What is Andres doing again with this move out? It looks like, okay, just a couple of bad rallies. It looks like he's just going to go ahead and pull back and establish his third, and maybe go ahead and transfer over some of his workers. He is not sitting on this gas at all, and there's only one on that gas. Oh. However, both these guys have got way too much money. Look at the mineral count here. I don't think either of them realizes that they don't have enough production facilities. They really need to drop like a whole bunch of supply. And I think Cytorn's like, you know what? I think that I can probably do something aggressive here. I have got a ton of Vikings, just an absolute killer amount of Vikings here, and he could probably take these Vikings around and do some kind of scouting if it were not for all of these turrets. So Andres has done a real good job. He should actually drop a couple of turrets up here in the front, right next to his sieged tanks. Provides usually a little better air coverage. And that one cowardly little Marine is still in the medevac. Oh my god, what is this guy's problem? Somebody alert Patton. Come on. Patton would smack this guy in the face. Call him a coward. So, it looks like these guys are just doing some kind of an air battle here. Oh, and Thor's here. And Cytorn knows that he is going to have the advantage. Oh, and that is a lot of Marines walking into a lot of death. Andres has got to start getting real nervous here. He has got to be jittery because now now he is looking in really, really bad shape. As he is going to lose all of his Vikings. Those Vikings have got a real good bit of range on him, and he does not have enough Marines here. He's not producing more Marines, and he is not producing any Thors. It looks like he is just going pure air here. Viking medevac siege tank. I would really like to see less medevacs and more Vikings to be produced, to be honest. That's just me. And he does have what looks like a turret trying to build in the front here, and a really bad rally for him as he loses more of his Marines, and supply continues to drop here, now 130 over 168. Just moving up just a couple inches here, trying to keep himself secure, and Cytorn has got this real nice little contain on Andrea at this point. Looks like he's trying to push up into this area, and he should actually, if he focus fires this tank, he will be able to pull this tank. These Hellions coming down here trying to eliminate that, but that tank on the high ground is the going to be the shot heard around the world as all of those Hellions completely evaporate. And it does look like he is loading up for a drop around the back. Oh, Viking, Viking, Viking. There's a lot of Vikings, a lot of Vikings. And really interesting to see that there are not more Thors coming out here for Cytorn. I would really like to see an additional expansion taken here on the 3rd, or something of that nature. And all of these turrets are going to hold Andreas out of taking that area. And the Marines keep getting pushed forward and then pushed back as they keep spending all of their scans. Let's see what happens to this poor bastard medevac. Whoa! Medevac pilot asleep at the control stick. Holy crap. You know what? We'll try that again. Didn't work the first time. Let's go the other way. Hold on, let's go the other way. That cowardly Marine happens to be in this medevac, if anybody's curious. There he is, right there. I'm going to call him Tom. I used to know what Tom was, a complete coward. And getting a little loose with his rally there, and Andreas loses a medevac immediately. Keeps pushing into this siege line, and these Vikings are just getting sniped. These medevacs getting sniped. And because of this air control, he can continue to siege on this tank and push this tank position back. I don't think Andres realizes that the natural transition for him at this point is Thor, and that he just has got to get Thors out. Otherwise, he's just going to keep getting demolished here. Cytorn doing a clever bit of drop in here. And he could actually come up here and drop and take out this missile turret if he were so inclined. He has got enough Vikings that he pretty much has complete control of this area. And it looks like, yeah, he is just going to go ahead and take one Viking, stick it up here, and then go ahead and siege right in this area. No, he's actually going to go for this high ground and take this high ground and push and continue to pocket and push back Andreas. He's like, you know what? I got better tanks. I got better production. I got you all over. So what do you got? What do you got? Cytorn is nearing max supply here at 187, and it does look as if that drop was slightly successful. And these Hellions are going to come down here and just drive right. We don't need those guys. What are you talking about? Little Marine split here, trying to save a couple. Is he going to? No. No. And there goes Tom. He was the last guy to die as he writhes in flaming agony there. Ugh. Okay, so back over here. These Vikings are just continuing to basically beat the crap out of Andrea as he desperately tries to hold this. And he's looked like he tried to make a play for this up here, but I think he just doesn't know what to do right now. He's just confused. He's like, okay, I can't push up. I can't even stand my ground because these amount of tanks just keep coming up, just keep destroying us. So now he's going to lose this turret, and when he loses his turret, these siege tanks in the back are just going to push up and move forward. And he's just going to continue to snipe any air that Andrea tries to get here. So Andrea, I don't know what he's thinking anymore. Okay, you know, a medevac and 16 Marines. Okay, 16 Marines is not going to hold here. It's going to be completely thrown away against this. And the guy who has air is always going to have dominance. So it looks like Andres is being forced to just throw away all his scans, pretty much in constant succession. And Cytorn going to go ahead and try and see if he can't kill this medevac. And he does. He does, ladies and gentlemen. And so there go a nice pack of Marines just to their deaths, thrown away. And here's the worst part. Andres, look at how much money he has. He has got tons and tons and tons of money. Okay, he's got nothing over here. He's not even mining from this gas. I don't need that. You know. Yeah, that's not gonna work. These Marines are just gonna have to suicide themselves. At this point, what else is he gonna do? He's only got the 4 tanks left. He's completely stopped production. He's basically given up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and Andrea goes ahead and GG's out of this game. So it is now 1-1, Psystorm to Andrea. Let's go ahead and move on to game number 3.